The United States of America, being a superpower, creates that all the nations look for every single mistake to condemn the nation and the leaders. I will start to talk about different political issues and economical issues that United States is happening or they are encountered in this couple years, past years and the future time that comes. First of all, I want to start to talk about the United States invasion of Afghanistan that was a real political issue for the country in 2001. And I will show you the picture. It's a figure one. Figure one.
Cool.
That's a picture of the city of Afghanistan when the United States soldiers invade that nation. The immediate causes of that invasion was in reprisals to those responsible for the terrorist attacks at the Twin Towers and the Pentagon. And I also have another picture of the Twin Towers, which is figure 2. That's the picture that shows the attack of the Twin Towers. According to that attack, the attack was carried out by Al-Qaeda, and that was headed by Osama bin Laden. Now everybody knows Osama bin Laden is dead already, but in that time, 2001, he was the leader of Al-Qaeda. Some people believe that the U.S. government created this issue. Some people believe that there was an excuse from the United States to invade that country. All this is true? We're going to find out. I investigate using different articles about the war in Afghanistan. I find out that according to those articles, the war was justified. I will discuss the details of my investigation. And being a soldier, I was in Iraq 2 times. I was in the war of Iraq 2004 and 2005 and 2006 to 2007. So I'm considering myself pretty qualified to talk about this invasion and these wars, especially in Iraq. I mean, even though I was in Afghanistan. But let's talk about some issues that happened before. And I will start with number 1. According to my investigation, by 1979, Ronald Reagan was president, and he collaborated giving weapons and training Afghan people or Afghan resistance to fight the Soviet Union and that invade Afghanistan in that time. That was in 1979. Fighters from different Muslim countries were added and formed the so-called international brigades. That's what they call themselves, with the American support. In 1990, were established in different countries a radical Islamic movement that include thousands of youth suicides escaping for the control of the United States and hating everything that has to do with the United States. In 1991, the United States was the only world power. The outbreak of the Gulf War marked the turning point in the definition of the new role of the United States. In October 7, 2001, the United States invaded Afghanistan. This invasion socially caused a great moral destruction and has increased racism against Arab people and the large extent of the United States. But let's talk about the economy. Remember that I talked about that I'm going to talk about political and economical issues. So this war and this fight and these fighters against the United States and other countries create an economical issue that we still suffer in this day. But let's start talking about with these attacks, the United States feared or has a economic issue, and they suffer economic issue. We started being compounded in those countries where the main source of livelihood is the service sector, or in particular times or in particular places, the tourism. This attack also destabilized the stock market. In the United States, it's called Wall Street. So, due to terrorist attacks were directed by air, many of the big companies such as American Airlines and Delta and so on and so forth downgrade the staff. They fire a lot of people, cause unemployment in a large scale, and that suffered, the economy suffered because of that. This destabilization was followed its course and had other economic problems in the United States. One of those problems was many goods produced based on oil, and the economy of the United States was suffering deceleration in 2005. The following measure was realized to lower the interest rate, principally in mortgage credits. That everybody knows that we suffered that bank issue with the mortgage. A lot of people lost their houses because of that issue. A few years later, in 2007, the situation was complicated by the fact that the oil price went up and broke records for months in prices. A problem of mortgage in the United States which began to develop in February 2007. The unpaid mortgage loans in the United States multiplied and led the first bankruptcy of specialized banks. And I would like to review, because I know there's a lot of information. I know that my fault here is kind of trying to get all the information, but I would like to know that all the information is good so you understand the political and the economical issue of the United States. But in summary, the United States are involved in every political situation around the world. NATO, which is the organization that is all the nations together, they has divided the decision to help or not United States, because some countries believe that United States is exceeding on their power of their attacks against Afghanistan and another country. Should United States be worried for his future? That's a good question. And I will say yes. If we continue to intervene in other countries' issues, I believe that we have some problems. We should be concentrating in our own situations. And like I said again, this is the figures and this is the pictures about the attacks of the Twin Towers, the attacks of the Pentagon, and also the first one is the attack of Afghanistan. Thank you.